Hey guys, in this video I'll be talking about some of the great ways to make money as a teenager. If you guys don't know me, my name is Austin, and in this channel we talk about personal finances, productivity, and lifestyle for you to reach financial freedom. Alright, let's start with something that's really easy to get into, which is reviewing products, websites, or maybe even applications for different corporations. And this is really easy because all you have to do is go online, review their products, maybe get into a few meetings to discuss what your feedback were. And you may think this is crazy. Why would any big corporations be consistently doing these product feedback? Otherwise, they could be losing on a lot more money than if they didn't do any analysis at all. So these reviews and product testing isn't just specific to tech companies. If you look at different websites where they do conduct these user testings, the industry varies from retail, food, to automotive and education. So for example, in a website called usertesting.com, they partner up with different companies such as Walmart or Burberry or even Domino's. Can you imagine if you get paid for testing out a new brand of pizza? How awesome would that be, right? Starting this isn't difficult at all. Like I mentioned, you can go to usertesting.com as an example, apply there and answer a few questions perhaps. Once you get accepted, then you'll be automatically paired up with any companies that would like to do any user testing at your current location. Alright, the second one I want to talk about is one of those traditional jobs that can be easily turned to work online, and that's tutoring. Tutoring is great because it is so prominent. Online education is so important right now. And it doesn't matter if you're in senior year of high school or freshman out of college, or if you have many years of experience, you can easily find subjects that you're probably better at than compared to most. For example, you could be even teaching a second language. If you speak another language yourself, you can teach English as a second language, or you could be teaching that native language that you speak to someone who wants to learn it. Otherwise, there's always going to be kids that want to be taught, and you can teach some simpler subjects as well. Getting started is also quite easy. There's plenty of websites that acts as tutoring platform for general studies. So for example, tutorme.com. In there, once you get your application accepted, they'll automatically connect you with students at your desired time. And most of these websites actually pay on a weekly basis, which is great. Okay, so next I want to talk about being a virtual assistant. Being a virtual assistant, it's probably not what you're thinking right now. It's not those jobs where you are working in a call center, picking up a call and start troubleshooting for people's issues. In this case, you're more like a freelancer and you'll be doing certain tasks according to different business needs. For example, you could be doing digital marketing, uploading documents, organizing their events, scheduling appointments, etc. Now, don't just avoid this job because you're worried that you don't have any expertise to contribute to. I know the word freelancer sounds very daunting and it sounds like you have to have years of experience so that you can specialize in the field. But you gotta know that being a VA doesn't mean you have to have any experience at all. And also, you do have expertise. For example, maybe it's just booking appointments, writing up concise emails, or even just throwing the most awesome party ever. All you have to do is think of these expertise that you have, decorate it and write it professionally online, and position yourself as a professional VA. And you also have to understand that you always will learn something new and you'll just be fine. To get started, I suggest going to these websites that caters to virtual assistant job postings. For example, upwork.com. Start writing a detailed explanation of what you do and perhaps even better showcase some of your past projects and experience. I honestly have so much respect for people that can turn talents and their hobbies into a side hustle. And photography is a great example of this. It could be quite easy to pick up, but it would take years of experience to master. And because it's relatively to start, there's plenty of opportunities to make money in this as well. So first of all, there's different categories and ways to make money in photography. So in this section, I'm mainly addressing some beginner to maybe intermediate ways of making money as a photographer. And one of the first ones is doing casual portrait shots. And these could be family portraits, Instagram accounts, or maybe professional business profile photos. It is relatively more relaxed, so it's not as hard, and you can start building up your portfolio. Then there is event photography. For example, for business dinners or private conventions. I know that this has taken a massive hit because of COVID, but I can already see that it is picking up in pace. And it is great because you can start networking with people during these events and you can get your name out there. Alongside of these events are graduations or engagements and wedding, so special events. Starting with graduation, if you're studying or you have friends or family's children where they're graduating, you can attend and be a photographer and easily earn some money there. Once you have done one or two, you'll realize that you'll start getting business through word of mouth. Other than that, engagement and wedding photography actually earns a lot more money. The moment that is tagged with wedding and engagement, the money just shoots up. But you gotta realize it is more difficult and it's quite stressful because you have to work long hours and people expect the most out of you. You could also consider rental or property photography. And this is great because there's always going to be rental and the property market is so hot right now. And trust me, I see plenty of photos from these and they definitely need some work in certain places. Other than that, you can think about maybe stock photography. This is great because once you take these photos, put it up online, you'll generate passive income as long as people are downloading it. Think about places where it is harder for people to access, or maybe there is certain settings that they would like to display, but it's not easy to set up. Now I want to talk about a cool concept called print on demand. Print on demand is where you work with a supplier and you'll be customizing your own designs and sell these products on a per order basis. This is great because you have the flexibility to sell any product you want, have your own brand, and more importantly, no upfront cost, zero cost for any inventory. So let's take for example, maybe you're selling a cat t-shirt. You don't actually have to pay for any inventory or pay to print these t-shirts ahead of time. You just post it online with that design, and once someone clicks to purchase, then the supplier will see that, they will print the t-shirt, and then they will be sending to the customers. This whole process can be automated, so all you have to do is collect cash. Okay, so now you might start saying, I'm not a designer, how am I supposed to be creating these awesome designs myself? Well, it's actually not that difficult. Sure, there is a gap between beginner designers and sophisticated graphic designers. However, there's plenty of templates out there where you can actually tweak. For example, Canva.com. It could only take a few minutes to create some pretty cool designs, and again, it doesn't cost anything for you to put it up for sale. So you can try some of your designs, see if it actually sells. Once you have made some capital, you can then hire some graphic designers to create more sophisticated designs for you. Then you can actually, in that case, have your own brand. There's a few websites that's out there to help you perform the end-to-end print-on-demand process. For example, Merch by Amazon or Redbubble. These two websites are both includes the print-on-demand aspect where they connect the supplier to delivering the products to selling the product itself. So once you have found your winning category of products, you can then transfer those products to your own website so that you can link up with your own suppliers and increase your profit margins. Alright, so lastly, I want to include a bonus section to talk about working physically part-time. And I know this is overlooked because everyone want to find a job online. And working online is great because you can find different jobs to try and perhaps you have the flexibility of working whenever you want. However, nowadays, especially in North America, the minimum wage is ridiculously high. If you can find a job at a grocery store down the road, or maybe at your uncle's shop, or maybe at a cafe, then try it out. because I think working physically for someone means you have more chances for networking. And at your teenage years, networking is a great thing to do. It helps build a lot of these soft skills. Another thing is you might start seeing business problems in these industries. So for example, why are not they doing this efficiently? This will help you think of solutions for these business problems and really open up your world. Lastly is that oftentimes when you're a taxpayer working as a part-time, you'll be getting benefits. For example, in America and in Canada, you'll be getting more contribution room to your tax-free savings account. This means more room for you to invest tax-free. Alright, as always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comment section below on what you think is the best job during your teens. If you like this content, please smash that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. Until next time.